These are 3 relays that I built last week, and their idea is just to improve the bandwidth that I'm getting from the moon so that the science lab that I now have in orbit about the moon can transmit the science from surface samples that will get hopefully collected from the surface of the moon and transmit them back to Kerbin in a reasonably expedient manner. Hey there, Clay. So anyway, so that's basically the mission today. Get these guys in orbit about the moon and inserted. Then I'm going to be building me a lander, because there isn't a lander there yet, and we're going to be taking that out towards the moon. And hopefully, as well, I don't have any scientists there. The only people in orbit about the moon right now are Jeb and Bill. So a pilot and an engineer. I would like to get a scientist there as well. All right, hello Dan, hello technical support, hello Di. Okay, so anyway, I've already worked out the orbital insertion part. You can see it coming out here, and we're going to get our insertion about the moon. So I think probably my best plan is to, we're going to run my maneuver executor from KOX, and I'm going to do some time warping, which is also preceded now by quick saving, because I've had all kinds of I don't know, I seem to get into the most adventures whenever I time warp. There we go, and we're almost there. There we go. And we'll run the maneuver executor, so it's orienting itself, it's getting itself all set and ready to go. And you might recall from last week that I did have some technical problems with some crashing, and in fact, when I went back and investigated, I took a 2 months hiatus from this particular stream, and the last stream before last week, which was 2 months ago, I also had a crash. So I definitely started to investigate what the heck was going on. So I have taken some steps to mitigate that. So I'm hoping that this will go a heck of a lot more smoothly without any more crashes. I have, thanks to the advice and help from some people on my Discord, I have changed Windows to save its cache files to my speediest drive as opposed to the default drive, which was actually one of my slower drives. So that actually right away, that just helped. I didn't even know you could get Windows to do that. And then I also installed another 16 gigabytes of RAM, doubling my RAM to 32, and I'm hoping that when I did some actual what resources are being stressed out the most, RAM was definitely the most. So I doubled up the amount of RAM that I have on the computer. So I'm hoping that all is going to help. Anyway, we can see our burn here is well underway. Yeah, with the mighty, what do we got on this thing? Just a spark engine, is it not? It is just a mighty spark engine. So, yeah, we got 3 satellites, as you can see, to drop off. And we're going over the process of doing that for those people that have not do that, how to get 3 satellites nicely equally spaced around a particular body. Okay, so we're closing off here with the burn. Let's take a look at see how things are going at the moon's end. So that got done. I'm not quite sure if it's close enough. We can should have gone a little further, but you know what? We'll tweak that when we get out towards the moon. I got, how many ignitions do I have on this thing? Oh, the heck with it. No, let's turn the thrust down. We can do that. I got 14 more ignitions. Gotta watch that with Kerbalism. So I'll just bring it stopped a little early. We'll just turn the thrust down. And blink. There we go. That's pretty good. That looks much better. You can already see some of my other janky relays that I got around here. They have sort of drifted. Oh, these guys aren't so bad. Put on the communication lines. They drift a little. I put some in polar orbit. Oh my gosh. Turn that off. That hurts my head. These guys haven't drifted too bad. The polar ones have drifted pretty badly. They have those slower antennas. So that's what this is about, is to get some faster antennas. There is a trick, by the way, that maybe I'll get to. For having them so that they'll never drift ever again. But for now, let's see, how is this? Oh my gosh, we can do all of our adjustments once we're there, can't we? Yeah, I don't think there's anything worth worrying about. So we're going to adjust this onto this vector just for solar panel purposes. Let's put it back on orbital. Yeah, I'll talk Christian about... you'll never get them perfect in-game, but there is a cheaty out-of-game thing you can do to make them perfect if you wanted to, if you feel like you've done it close enough. But anyway, I think we can probably do that. Let's get out there to the SOI. And in fact, let's start using Kerbal Alarm Clock more. In my stock game, I've been gotten used to the alarm clock that's built into the game, but honestly, it's kind of sketchy. Maybe it's just me, but I feel it's kind of sketchy. Okay, let's get out there. The other thing that I have done since last week is I have, at least for now, uninstalled Parallax. So Parallax is... oh, that is RoveMate 2B Probe. Let's turn those alarms off right now. Give me alarms about batteries. Oh, that's just... oh, that'll never live again. These are probably a part of a sky crane or something like that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna not worry about that. We'll never get warnings from that. It'll get one warning that it's dead, and then we'll never hear from him again. Hello there, Raymond. We got some... oh, that's mapping. Oh, nice. 12 credits. Oh, cool. So I think Kerbalism might be getting along a little bit better, and then our RoveMate 2 is now officially dead. That's not the actual RoveMate 2. That was the Sky Crane, I think, that dropped RoveMate 2, or the booster stage, or whatever it was, that's crashed on the surface of the moon. Okay, come on. Oh, that's the alarm clock. Let's get in there. Okay, let's see what we can do to tweak this a little bit. Let's get rid of these other relays. They're just clogging the view here. So there is a perfect orbit. I say that loosely only because I got a video that has the clicky title of calculating the perfect relay orbit about the moon. But I do have a very specific orbit in mind of 377.35. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get that right on there. So I'm going to tweak down this thrust a whole lot. Put this on the radially in vector. So 377.35 kilometers. Let's see how close I can get to that. I'm going to go very slowly because I don't want to do more than one of these. Like I got limited ignitions. So 6, 5, 4, close enough. Okay. And my inclination, it's up here, is 0.29. How far are we from... we are 2 hours. Let's see if we can fix our inclination at the same time as well. So we are, according to Kerbal Engineer, 2 hours and 2 minutes from our equatorial ascending node with the moon. So I'm gonna use that as an... you know what? No, the heck with it. We'll get the inclination down to 0 when we do our capture. So we're going to capture here into not a final orbit, but an orbit with a period that is 4/3 of the period of what my final orbit would be. And that period, I should actually be able to get it... oh, it's on... no, you can use it here. It's one of the nice things that... where's the period one? Periods down here on the bottom. That period will be, I think, 1 day and 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. With an apoapsis, I worked it out of... I wrote it down somewhere. 621.5. Oh, 621.5. So obviously, 4 hours is what I'm shooting for. That makes more sense. Yeah. Sorry, whenever I work things out and then weeks later I'm actually doing it, I'm always like, what did I do again? So I want the period of this orbit to be 4 hours, because the period of the final orbit is going to be 3/4 of that, and you'll see how, or in other words 3 hours, and you'll see how that all is going to work well for me. But I'm going for an apoapsis of 621.5. That should be very close to. Let's tweak down this maneuver even further. Oops. Let's do it this way. There we go. That's 6 seconds. I need a little bit more off. That's too much. 6:20. Well, that's pretty good right there. That's exactly what I want. So this period here is going to be 4 hours. This is the one nice thing that the stock things here do, is if you have this selected, if you have the maneuver selected, it's giving you the apoapsis and period and orbital info of the one that you're into. Yeah, it's saying I don't have enough fuel. Oh, okay. I noticed this at the end of the stream, and I honestly do think, let's put this all together. I do think the game is confused. Somebody's pointing out in the chat there. Thanks, Rob. I'm out of fuel. I don't have enough fuel. The burn's 173.5. But it says here I have only 146 left. But if I go to Kerbal Engineer, it says I have 282 left. And I don't think that's counting the satellites. I honestly think the game might be confused. Could it maybe not be counting this fuel? No, that ain't it. Okay, well, what we're going to find out. Either, I don't think it's counting the satellite fuel. We'll find out. I'm hoping this is wrong, because I did work it all out ahead of time. I guess we're going to find out. So what we'll do is we will get our X-Man script all queued up here. Oh no, we want to fix our period. Silly me. Period. We want our period to be, or our inclination, I'm sorry, to be 0. So let's select that maneuver again. And I have no idea which way is this going to make it. Oh, this, I can't get it to 0 from this. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. We're off to a confusing start. I'm going to zero out my inclination right now and then retweak this maneuver. So we're going to tweak down this thrust. It's already tweaked down. And we are, according to Kerbal Engineer, 1 hour and 54 minutes away from our equatorial ascending node. So I'm going to time warp to that. I'll probably have to retweak this burn. And I'm really hoping the game is confused as to how much fuel I have left. Because if it isn't, I am in a little bit of trouble. I'll have to figure something out. I thought I had this all worked out. Kerbal Engineer is probably wrong. Oh, it might have to do with root parts. That's very possible. Thank you, somebody in the chat suggesting that it might be that. Let's go to this and see if I can control from here. I don't know where that's hidden. Oh, I'm still time warping. Control from here. That didn't change anything. Okay. Either way, we'll fix this. So anyway, we're 20 minutes. No, where are we? Where are we? Oh, we're going to be getting to our Apple. Okay, forget it. Oh my gosh. Now I'm noticing my periapsis is before my ascending node. Okay, let's go through this just one more time. I can't fix my inclination yet. We'll fix our inclination after. That's if we have any fuel left. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for orbital period of 4 hours. That's all perfect. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Run that X-Man script, so it's going to reorient itself. We're going to find out really quickly whether the game is right or whether Kerbal Engineer is right in terms of how much fuel I got left. Oh shoot, I just realized something here as well. I still have my thrust vector down to nothing. Boink, boink. We should abort this. Run X-Man again. I noticed all of a sudden the time of the burn was ridiculous. Okay. Try that again. Turn up the thrust limiter. NC Davis says, yep. I was just ahead of you on that. Either that or you posted it and I just noticed it, but okay. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. Is this right that I don't have enough fuel? We are going to find out. Well, I mean, one way we're going to get a capture. So technically, but I don't have a way of refueling this because there's no docking ports or anything on it. Right? I used decouplers up here. Yeah, I did. All right, we're going to find out. Oh. Yeah, sending notice after the periapsis. I would have noticed that at some point. Well, I did notice it. Okay, what do we got? 10 seconds. Hello, Thomas, and welcome. We're about to find out whether my planning has all gone to pot or not. Here we go. Here comes the moment of truth. Oh, I'm worried. That's it. How did that get messed up so badly? And I guess Kerbal Engineer is counting. Kerbal Engineer. Where's Kerbal Engineer's? No, now it says 02. So Kerbal Engineer was wrong. The game was right. Well, that's disheartening. Then I think what I'm going to have to do... Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we got an orbit. It just ran out. I'll have to go back over and try and figure out where did I mess up. Oh, this is still running here. Sorry. Find out where I messed up here. But what we'll do... we're going to forget about inclination. That's small potatoes now. What we'll do is we'll ride around once. And we'll drop a satellite. And hopefully, though, I mean, the period of all of this is going to be all messed up. Send a refueling probe with a grappler. That might be the better plan. Dan just said, because I don't have docking ports, but if I put a grappler on it, that might be the best. You know what? I think Dan's right. I was about to go and just start dropping these satellites and just get them into whatever orbit that I can, but clearly I messed up. We know I find annoying is I do have Jeb and Bill just sitting in moon orbit with a ship with a ton of Delta V. They could fly out here, but there's just nothing for them to do. How'd I mess that up? Oh well. Well, what I'm going to do is I guess we're going to go visit Jeb and Bill. That's what we're going to do. So... Jeb and Bill are in a station. I have one quick mission to do. So let's set that as a target. No, not set it as a target. What am I doing? I want to switch to it. Duh. I want to strut up these batteries right here. I'll show them. I was actually mentioning this briefly and then didn't know where my struts were, and then I found where my struts. But this is all kind of shaky in here when I reorient this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out Bill. I'm going to check. Yep, he is full of monopropellant, I believe. It gets so screwy. No, he has no monopropellant. Gosh dang it. There's a... Okay, wait. There's a ladder right here. He has no monopropellant. There is a ladder right there, Bill. Oh, he just bounced off. He's going further away. Okay. Let's get to Jeb. Ding dang dong it. That bug drives me crazy. Okay, so let's open up... I think this cargo button doesn't work. Okay. So, I do have somewhere, I think, some spare. This is always turning into fun. No. Here. Inventory. Ha 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 ha. See that? EVA fuel propellant. So we're going to go to Jebediah. Okay. Pin that. Jebediah, we got Bill here. Okay, I'm pretty sure Jeb's going to get the same. Oh no, he's full of monopropellant. How the heck does this work that it works that way? Okay, so we're going to take his parachute. Shoot. Inventory. You put that there, and then can I put this to here? Yes. Okay. Where are you, Bill? Where'd he go? There he is. I think I can get this to work. Bill's like, help me! Help me! Okay. So. Inventory. I need to get rid of your parachute and give you this. Okay. I'm hoping this is... Now if I go to Bill, I've actually never used this. Does he oh, now he just flat out has monopropellant. He's using from his spare tank. Okay, so what we're going to do, we can get Bill back inside. Oh, my lordy lord. There is some wacky glitch. So we're going to take Bill's spare tank, put it there. We have a spare EVA pack. And now he's full of monopropellant. Okay. Alright, so Bill's good. That worked out alright, having those spare tanks about. I'm just gonna, there's a ladder. I was hoping for a moment that Bill was just gonna happen to drift near this ladder and then that was gonna save him. Okay, let's get Jeb. Where's Jeb? Jeb. Jeb's just gotta get back inside. We need to minimize the number of Kerbals. So that is a Kerbalism glitch that I need to be more cognizant of. That somehow steals your monopropellant. Okay, get aboard there, Jebediah. Board. Okay, and now we're back on Bill. Bill should be good. Now, up, way up here. These are struts, even though the image for some reason is gone. So I want to grab... What? Seriously? Okay, I wonder if I can move them between containers then. Oh, it's going to be that way, is it? Okay, is the strut's too big for Bill to carry, so there is another container down here closer at hand. I'm wondering... No, Bill's too far. Okay. I'm going to get him part way down here. Is there a spot where we can get both those inventories? No, now I've lost this inventory. Okay. Then what we'll do... I think if I go inside, can I transfer? I can transfer between containers inside. There we go. Oh my gosh. And now the strut pictures are back. Okay, back to Bill. Eventually I'll get this to work. Okay, inventory. That's what I want to see. And then now I want to do some strutting. So I'm going to grab one of these. That's not how you do it. Isn't it? Oh no, I gotta go into construct mode. There we go. Grab one of these. There. To here. There, was that so hard? That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. We're gonna do 4 of these. Oh, I see. Okay, we'll do 3. Because I noticed the lights are on three-way symmetry, so I'll match that. That works. That's all I want. I don't want much. Ooh, I can see some wobbling happening here already with the struts. Okay, this is making me nervous. Let's take these off for a second. Started wobbling as soon as I put the struts on. I think I got some shaky physics going on here. Maybe where it needs to be is actually... Can I get from here all the way to... No, that's too far, isn't it? How far can I stretch this? I didn't like that shaking that was happening. Now it's coming back again. Okay, maybe I'm best leaving this alone. See how this... I'm hoping people can see the shake. You can place the struts without an engineer? Really? I always thought you needed an engineer. Alright, I'm thinking I might just leave well enough alone. I had this huge idea that I was gonna do that, and now I'm changing my mind. All that adventure was for naught. Well, to get Bill back inside.